I'm just bummed out right now. I don't know what else to tell you. Finally, we have him, the long-awaited Donatello from the last Ronin saga. We're also taking a look at that Splinter from the last Ronin saga, because ninjas that die together get reviewed together. It's actually pretty sad. Anyway, let's jump right into it. Take a look at the outside of the box. From the box, we get that beautiful artwork from Ben Bishop, Donatello looking awesome with that little hat, doing that classic pose where he chalks up his bow like it's a pool stick. Side of the box, we get that image of Donatello that goes in that mural when you put all the boxes together. Other side of the box, we got that image of the front cover of the last Ronin comic. Donatello's number 5 in this series. Back of the box, we got some images of the figure with the hat, without the hat, and we got a little blurb there about the last Ronin. If you haven't read the last Ronin, it is an awesome read. Make sure to get this book off of Amazon. I'll leave the link down in the description. Bottom of the box, it tells you all the people that worked on it. And once again, you guys, it's been a minute. Our friend on Prototypes, Roger Fernandez, is he Latino? At this point, I don't really think it matters. I looked him up on Instagram. I think he is. I'm taking him as one of our own. Keep representing it, hermano. Inside of the box, we got a nice image of the Donatello figure there in a nice little pose. We got a look at everything that's inside of the box. I see some cool stuff in there. I was actually able to find this figure at Walmart. It was kind of a surprise release. Usually they announce it. They did not announce it. Somebody posted in the TMNT Party Wagon that they found it at Walmart. Somebody else posted the barcode. I was able to search on the Walmart app to find where it was in the store nearest to me. I ordered it, picked it up. If you don't know how to do that, basically you're gonna get the Walmart app, which I got right here. Click that little barcode scanner that's right there. I'll post the image of the UPC here in a second to freeze frame it. You basically get the barcode, let it scan. This allows you to bring it up. And if delivery is available, it's gonna tell you so you can add it to your cart and order it that way. If delivery is not available, you're just gonna click this pickup area right here and then click to check all the stores that are nearby you. And it'll tell you if one's available or not. You do that. You click on it, order it, and then you're able to pick it up. That's easy hack to find it. Wish you guys good luck. Let's keep rolling. Here we have the Splinter box with another awesome image from Ben Bishop. You got his little signature there in the corner there. This one, unfortunately, is not at Walmart yet. I got mine off the NECA store. I just checked it. It's not available yet. But if you get a couple things off the NECA store and it's still up on there, maybe you can save on shipping that way. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to pay the prices. I did because I needed this figure. Side of the box, we see that this is number 8 in the line. Back of the box, we get some images of the figure. You see him posted up there with that Donatello, which is another reason why I reviewed these two together. We'll get a little bit more into that detail in a little bit, because on the side of the box, you get this awesome image of Splinter, so you can make that big mural with all the boxes collected. So basically, there's a lot of these to put together. Gotta look to see to place them in the right order. But all in all, looks pretty sweet. I'm excited to get these guys opened up. So you know what we gotta do. Let's say those 2 magic words.
Oh, baby.
So here we have both figures out of the packaging with all their accessories. The reason why I'm reviewing both of these figures together, because like I said earlier, in the storyline, they passed away together. After the death of Raphael, both Donatello and Splinter go back to Splinter's hometown to do a peace treaty with the other clan. I forgot the name of what that clan was. It's like 1 a.m. right now. I got 2 kids. One of them's a newborn. This is the only time I have to record, and I don't feel like looking it up. So you let me know in the comments. And during what was supposed to be a peace treaty, Donatello, my favorite character, and Master Splinter end up passing away. It's a pretty awesome battle and a very sad moment at the same time. During that scene, he was wearing this gi, which is an off-white kind of grayish gi. And I mean, NECA just did a really good job at making the character jump off of the page. The line work that's on here, the shading on the shell has a little black wash for like some dirt effect because he was in battle when he was wearing this. You can see they did a nice job of catching that little purple that's hanging down from his suit. It just really looks like it jumps off the page. The detail on this shield is really awesome. I mean, just everything, the armbands, like line work galore. I mean, you know, this channel loves SH Figure Arts. I got a ton back here behind me, and SH Figure Arts does no line work on their body. So every time I get a NECA figure, I forget what it looks like when people actually put some detail on their figures and lines, man. It just looks so good. This belt's a nice soft plastic. This little thing hanging's a soft plastic. Everything on here. Take a look at his backside. You got this little piece right here that rotates for his bow staff or one of the other accessories, which I'll show you guys here in a second. You can see his shell back here, which is also a little bit dirty. I mean, this belt just all the way around. None of these flaps open up. It would be cool if the flaps did open up. They don't. You get these punchy hands that come on the figure. You get 2 chopping hands, or you can pose them saying go for forth and go forward. You get 2 gripping hands, which is probably going to be for his bow staff or that other accessory which we got coming up. Then we got some slightly open palm hands, so probably you can recreate that pose that's on the front of the cover with him chalking up his bow like a pull stick. Speaking of his bow staff, you get this bow staff right here. This is different than the other bow staffs that we have gotten in the past because you do have this nice homage to Raphael with that red around the top here, because Raphael unfortunately was the first to fall. I also have that first to fall figure, which we'll take a look at later on this channel. Maybe if you guys want me to review that one, leave it down in the comments. We also get this flag, which can be seen in the background of those comic book pages, but you can kind of pose it behind him just to give it a little bit more depth. It's nice soft goods. It's not really like cloth. I'm not super excited about this, but it's cool to have. I'll tell you what I am super excited about: this hat. Take a look at this thing. I don't know what you call this hat. The box doesn't tell you what it's called. Usually they have like a list of everything that it comes with. This one does not. If you know what it's called, I don't know, it's just a hat. But really nice detail on it, like the grooves up top, put a nice detail on the outside to make it look like straw. You also get this second head for Donatello, which is a grinning, angrier looking Donatello here. Really love the detail on it. And I like the bandana design from this line as well, because most of them are frayed and nothing's like really clean line works and really perfect. It has a nice little fray on there. Most of the figures from this line have that on there, which is really dope. And of course you got the head that came on the figure itself, which was a little bit more stern. I didn't really talk about that. And of course you can see Donatello has a little bit of a double chin. This guy kind of looks like I would look like if I shaved his beard, which, hey man, I mean, he's a tech nerd. Most tech nerds are on computers all day. He's sitting around. It wouldn't make sense. He's not just doing backflips all day. If anybody should be fat, it should be Mikey, but some dudes are lucky and they just have good metabolisms. Let's check out his articulation. I mean, the articulation on this entire line has been pretty awesome. Everything's kind of fluid, but like tight at the same time. I mean, they've really impressed me so far. He gets a nice kickback, gets a little bit of splits, but really the poses that you need to get out of this dude, you're going to be able to get. You want to see him with this bow staff posed up. That's the main articulation you need. Speaking of that bow, it sits right back here in his little holder for the bow, which you can just slide in there. Thing comes off too, that's on a peg. But not to fear, it just goes right back on there. And then you're able to articulate it depending on how you like your figure. If you like the staff on this side, if you like the staff on that side. But yeah, be careful because this thing does come off a lot when you're pulling on it. Or at least mine does. I mean, maybe it's just I'm manhandling it because it's 1 a.m. and I'm sleepy and I'm trying to rush through this. But I want to get you guys good content. So make sure to hit that like button or subscribe, please. And you could also fit this little flag back there if you decided to do so. Doesn't look too bad, kind of cool there. Let's see how we put on this helmet. Slips right on the top, and you do got these straps. They fit nicely in that double chin. Maybe that's what the double chin is for. Like, I had no idea. Did you know your double chin is multifunctional? I need to go buy some hats with straps. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hats with straps. This thing isn't here because I'm a dad and I never get my 8 hours of sleep, and I'm also about to be 40 next year. Yeah, it has nothing to do with it. I just want to wear hats with straps because I'm multifunctional. It's really cool, but I'll tell you what is really, really cool. I want to look further at the details, and that's this Master Splinter. I mean, the face of this Master Splinter, I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but in hand, the details on this dude, I mean, it's just a great design. His eyebrows are extra low hairy because he's an old man, and when you're older, you get hair in places that you don't know. Like, you know, some of this is fur, some of this is just being old. Check out the detail on the shields. It just looks really awesome in hand. I'm looking at it here on the screen. It just doesn't compare to what's in hand, man. But this vest is a soft plastic, so you will be able to articulate them. Same thing on the back of the gi. They did leave this little like hump here for his tail, so you are able to articulate the tail, put it in different poses. Actually, it's not that articulated. Check out the, well, you can do a little bit on the knees. His legs aren't the best articulated. So like there's that classic Liu Kang kick pose that you can't really do with this figure. I mean, yeah, he's articulated for a rat because you still have to deal with the fact that his foot is like a foot itself. Like it's a long ass foot. It has some articulation on the actual foot. All right, so update on that foot. I'm shooting the B-roll for that Splinter Donatello video, and as I'm posing it, the thing falls and the foot broke off. I'm so sad the foot peg broke off, but I got some putty and put it on here, but that design really sucks. I'm just bummed out right now. I don't know what else to tell you. I emailed NECA. Hopefully I get a replacement part, but yeah, Splinter foot. It sucks. All right, it sucks. It fell, it sucks. I'm still in the emotion. It sucks. Pretty sure I'm saying it's great, but it's not great. Back to past me. His head doesn't get much articulation. You don't get a lot of up and down with this Master Splinter. Like, it's not much on his head either. They weren't looking up a lot in the comic book, so I guess that's okay. Like, the head movement articulation isn't a bunch. You do get a little swivel in the waist, which I didn't cover earlier. There's not really like a crunch, but he's a turtle. Like, turtles don't really crunch. They got that shell. Has a swivel at the waist as well. He doesn't really get a lot of crunch out of him either. But I mean, the aesthetics are awesome. The articulation isn't the best on this one. I think the best articulated figure out of this entire line was probably that Sinjabot. But Master Splinter does come with a lot of hands. He comes with these open palm hands. On these hands, it's continuing that detail, that wrap. You get these really tight gripping hands and a little bit wider gripping hands, and you get this one hand which is a really wider gripping hand, or like a slightly open palm hand. I don't know, it's a little bit different. And you also get these two arms which also have extra hands on them. These are different than the arms on the figure because it is a little bit more tattered, frayed right here on his sleeves. The sleeves on the figure are in perfect condition, but if you take those off and then you replace them, you can see that he's a little bit more battle damaged versus this sleeve right here. Let's get a better look at these accessories. We get the classic staff for Master Splinter, staff, walking stick, whatever it is. Nice detail on here. It really looks like wood. It did a lot of detail on the grooves. And what is really cool, while Master Splinter was in battle, he used the sword a lot, and you get that sword that's right here with the sheath. You get this nice golden sheath. Has a little bit of a sheen to it. Has some detail as far as like line work on here to give it that comic book look. The sword itself has some shininess to it. It's yellow right here where it's golden on the handle. And then you get that line work right there for the actual handle blade itself. Slides in pretty easy. Let's see if they have a slot to put on him, because a lot of times they don't. Hold on before I speak. I'm saying right now there's nowhere to put this thing. Yeah, there's nowhere to put this guy at all. So you might have to get a rubber band to place it on it if you do want it. Hang it off him in the back there. It would have been really nice if they did include something, because like if you see right here, he's holding it from the side, but he also might have it in his side. Like, it's really hard to tell. Like, if you look right here in this image, it looks like he has it on the side, but it also looks like he's holding it with that arm there. So I don't know. And then in this scene where he finally takes it out and chops this dude head off, whoa, Master Splinter. It's nowhere to be found on there. So maybe he was holding it. Maybe he didn't have it attached to him. So maybe it makes sense. There you go. Just pose him holding it like this. Pose him with the other turtles. It's good to have them all combined like this, all four turtles. We haven't got into bad guys from this part of the story, so it's kind of hard to place them in battle, because as you can see here, Donatello does stand out wardrobe wise from the rest of the turtles. I'm doing this review right before I do my review of Casey and Michelangelo. Can't really tell you which is my favorite turtle yet. Keep a lookout for that one. For now, if you want to see more Last Ronin figures, check out this review of Leonardo and Footbot. And if you just like turtles, check out this video and find out the reason why you should not buy those Mirage turtles. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time.